Okay, we're going to do a little sharpening down here in Stu's dungeon today. I wanted to show the system that I use to sharpen my lathe tools, especially in particular this time around to sharpen my bowl gouges. I read an article in American Association of Wood Turners magazine. I believe it was volume 21, issue 4, which is 2007 winter. I can't honestly remember. I have to look that up. Anyways, it's called Demystifying Sharpening, and this has really given me the ability to set my jigs up every time so I can get consistent sharpening every time. Every time I put the gouge onto this jig setup, it comes out sharpened exactly the same every time. One of the problems with any kind of a grinding wheel system, of course, is as you use these wheels, they get smaller. So that's going to change the relationship here between the distance from the pocket here to the wheel, which changes the angle that the gouge will be sharpened. So this is the little wooden jig, and if you read the article, he gives you all the dimensions and everything else depending on what degree you want to go. I like the 55 degree. So this goes down in here. You see I've got it set up already, and that sets the distance there. I've got other ones here. I got another one here for the detail gouge at 48 degrees, and another one here for the long strong spindle gouge at 40 degrees. You can tell they're different sizes because they set the pocket different distances away from the grinding wheel. Okay, so that's set. Next I have my own version of the sharpening gouge holder, whatever you want to call it. You see this, there's lots of different ones in the market. I made this one myself originally because at the time I couldn't find one on the market that had a hole that was large enough to put my super flute bowl gouge, my P&N super flute bowl gouge in here. And I thought it was pointless to buy one that I could only use on, 3 out of the 4 of the gouges that I use every day. Three out of the 4 sizes, a 3/8, the 1/2 inch, and the super flute. So I made one myself. So I have a block of wood here that has a 2-inch deep hole drilled in it. You just walk up to here with the gouge and the jig, put them on like that, let gravity do its trick, tighten it up, and I use a wrench here just to make sure it's good and tight. And that's set. My setup now is 2 inches. That won't change. This arm here is set at 23 degrees. So I walk up, I put this here, I always take a look and see, yeah, that's looking like it's grinding right in the right spot there. On. Here we go. Nice and sharp. There you go, my bowl gouge, my 1/2 inch bowl gouge is now nice and sharp. No trouble at all. I'm happy with that. I can go back to turning. But of course the nice thing about this system is I can also just easily walk up and grab my 3/8 bowl gouge. Tighten it up a bit here, because it is a bit smaller. Again, set it on here under my block, let gravity push it down to the bottom. Just give this an extra twist with the wrench because my thumb screw on there is kind of small. Okay, again walk up here with this, take my gouge, and that's all you do. You just find you have to grind heavier on the sides, a little lighter across the nose, kind of holding it back almost there. I don't know, I'm grinding away good metal here, but I mean, I guess you get the point. There's not much to it, more than that. You want to make sure you get your sides there fairly level, fairly even with each other. That's it. Nothing more else to do. The one thing I do on this particular gouge is, because I use this, I've been using this recently in the bottoms of fairly small bowls, is right here at the heel, I guess you call it the heel. I take it over here on the 46 grit wheel, and I kind of grind the heel out of there a little bit. Just a little bit, not a lot, just to make that bevel a little bit smaller, and just makes it kind of go around the corner there on the smaller bowls on the inside a little easier. That's it. That's all I do. That's what I do for my bowl gouges, and like I say, with the different size jigs you can set up for your spindle gouges or your whatever you want, I guess. Okay, I hope you learned something about that. Again, as I said, you should really get hold of the AAW's magazine. It's volume 21, issue 4, and you can back order it from them. I think it's about $7.50 for the guys in the States. It's well worth the read. There's of course other things in it, but that particular article for me has been really worthwhile for setting this up. I can walk up to the grinder here and I can grind my tools. I can grind, 3 or 4 gouges in a row, or one at a time, doesn't matter, and it takes moments. It's a system, it's set up, I get consistently the same grind every single time. Yes, hand sharpening is great. Well, I'm not that good yet. I still got to rely on jigs, and right now I'm learning how to turn. At one point, I guess, when I get a little bit better, maybe I'll spend some time and waste some steel on learning how to hand grind. But for now, this really does me well. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much.